Welcome to the summer 2018 production of the Quail Park Voices, a Reader's Theater. We are delighted to present a show featuring 3 short plays today with no intermission between them. The first playlet is entitled Boy Meets Girl and was originally included in the 1972 book and record album Free to Be You and Me, conceived by Marlo Thomas and her friends. 2 years later, ABC TV produced a TV special with the same title. We invite you to use your imagination to listen and observe now as one boy meets one girl. This little conversation takes place in the newborn nursery of a local hospital. Let's tune in.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm a baby.
Well, what do you think I am, a loaf of bread?
You could be. What do I know? I'm just born. I'm a baby. I don't even know if I'm under a tree or in a hospital or what. I'm just so glad to be here.
Well, I'm a baby too.
Have it your own way. I don't want to fight about it.
What, are you scared?
Yes, I am. I'm a little scared. I'll tell you why. See, I don't know if I'm a boy or a girl yet.
What's that got to do with it?
Well, if you're a boy and I'm a girl, you could beat me up. Do you think I want to lose a tooth on my first day alive?
What's a tooth?
Search me. I'm just born. I don't know nothing yet.
Do you think you're a girl?
I don't know. I might be. I think I am. I've never been anything before. Let me see. Let me take a look around. Cute feet. Little small and dainty. Yep. I'm a girl. That's it. Girl time.
Well, what do you think I am?
Oh, you, that's easy. You're a boy.
Are you sure?
Of course, I'm sure. I'm alive already 4 or 5 minutes. Let's see. And I haven't been wrong yet.
Gee, I don't feel like a boy.
That's because you can't see yourself.
Why? What do I look like?
Bald. You're a bald fellow. Bald. You're as bald as a ping pong ball. You are bald.
So?
So boys are bald and girls have hair.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure. Who's bald, your mother or your father?
My father?
I rest my case.
You're bald too.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not.
Don't look.
Why?
A bald girl? Ugh. Disgusting.
Well, maybe you're a boy and I'm a girl.
There you go again. I told you I'm a girl. I know it. I'm a girl and you're a boy.
I think you're wrong.
I am never wrong. What about shaving?
What about it?
You just shaved, right?
Wrong.
Exactly. And you know why? Because everyone's born with a clean shave. It's just that girls keep theirs and boys don't.
So what does that prove?
Tomorrow morning, the one that needs a shave, he's a boy.
Well, I can't wait until tomorrow morning.
See, that proves it. Girls are patient, boys are impatient.
Yeah? What else?
Can you keep a secret?
Absolutely.
There you go. Boys keep secrets, girls don't.
Go on.
Are you afraid of mice?
No.
I am. I'm terrified of them. I hate them. Squeak, squeak, squeak. What do you want to be when you grow up?
A fireman.
What did I tell you?
Well, how about you?
A cocktail waitress. Does that prove anything to you?
You must be right.
I told you, I'm always right. I'm a boy and you're a girl.
I guess so. Oh, wait, here comes the nurse to change our diapers.
About time, too. I have never been so uncomfortable in my life.
Hey, look at that.
What?
You see that? I am a girl and you're a boy.
Hey, it sure looks like it.
What you think of that?
I can't understand it.
Well, it sure goes to show you,
What?
you can't judge a book by its cover.
What does that mean?
How should I know? I'm only a baby.
So am I. Goo!
This is not a recording. Indeed, our goal here is to give you a lively rendition of The Challenge of Bureaucracy by Carol Blickfield. You may recognize parts of this story. In fact, you may have lived some of this situation, in which case you have our sincere sympathy.
Hello? Hello, is this the government? You have reached Department 3A-9. This is the Rehabilitative Relocations Unit for block grant recipients within Region 9. That's the government, all right. Listen, I'm an old lady and I have a problem. My landlord is going to evict me because I'm behind in my rent. I'm behind in my rent because my Social Security check is late, and I don't have any food in the house. I'm sorry, financial and dietary evaluations are not within the purview of my sectional expertise. I'd ask you to repeat that, and I don't think it would get any better the next time around. Madam, your problem is outside my jurisdiction. Let me refer you to another number. Please dial 555-355-4356. That's a multi-purpose senior center which receives funding under the Older Americans Act for access and gap-filling services. Gap filling? Yes, gap filling. Well, I suppose you could say there's a gap in my income. And I sure need someone to fill it, not to mention my empty stomach. Thank you.
Silver retirees and golden pensioners leisure activity center. Good morning.
Good morning. I need help.
Why, that's why we're here. Do you need a ride to your silver retirees, golden pensioners leisure activity center?
No. I need my Social Security check, which has been lost. Because I haven't paid my rent, my landlord is going to evict me. And I don't have any food in the house.
Oh my, you mean you're not going to be joining us for leisure crafts this afternoon?
I very much doubt it.
Well, you should have a hobby, you know, something to occupy your time.
I do have a hobby. It's trying to locate Social Security checks, avoiding being evicted, and trying not to starve to death.
Well, as long as you keep busy, that's what counts. A busy senior is a happy senior. That's our motto. Happiness is the natural honey of the universe, and we're here to spread it.
Are you sure it's honey? Look, I need help, not a hobby. Who should I call?
Oh, yes, well, let's see. Golden roamers, gray panthers, white panthers, blue panthers, free blood pressure and temperature taking, toenail clipping. Oh, here it is. Dial 555-945-3300. That's the Problem Senior Center, citizens.
I am not a problem senior citizen. I am a senior citizen with a problem. Goodbye.
Problem, senior citizen, your call may be monitored for quality control content. It will not be recorded.
To speed our services, we have inaugurated a menu-based speed dial system.
Please dial 1 if you wish to converse with it in Spanish.
Dial 2 if you are speaking on behalf of a parent or another for whom you serve as guardian.
Dial 3 if your problem is transportation related.
Dial 4 if your problem is health related.
Dial 5 if you wish to speak to a counselor.
Hello, this is Problem Senior Citizens. May we help you?
We? Is somebody else listening in on this conversation?
I'm not permitted to know that for quality control. Please just consider it an expression.
Look, my Social Security check is late or lost. My landlord is going to evict me. I'm starving to death. Do any or all of these qualify as senior citizens' problems?
I believe so. When did you receive your last Social Security check?
3 months ago.
And how long is your rent overdue?
4 months.
When was your last meal?
Yesterday morning, I had an egg and a piece of toast.
When was your last birthday?
3 days ago. I'm 73.
And sex?
March 10th, 1997. About 11:30 in the evening.
I mean, are you male or female?
Oh, I thought female.
Are you Caucasian, Hispanic, African American, Asian, or other?
What's other?
Not Caucasian, not Hispanic, not African American or Asian. What are you?
Hungry.
Ah, yes, Hungarian. That would be white, wouldn't it?
Well, I'm pale from hunger. Does that count? Can you help me or not?
Well, let's see if you qualify for food stamps. Is your income below $316 per month?
It's 0 right now. If my check ever comes, it'll be $295.
Any assets?
Well, good looks, dwindling, and perseverance, also dwindling.
I mean, do you have money in the bank or other income?
Look, if I had money in the bank, would I be talking to you?
Yes, well, why don't you let me process a claim for food stamps? You could get them in about 2 weeks, 10 days if you could come into the office.
You want me to go hungry for 10 days to 2 weeks? I need my Social Security check now. I don't want to be evicted, and I don't want to starve to death.
You do have many problems. Let me just punch this all into the computer and see what we get. Age 73, female, white, confused sexuality, late check, no food stamps, eviction.
What does the damn thing say?
Here we go. For information about late Social Security checks, call your Social Security Ombudsman. For food stamps, call the U.S. Department of Agriculture. For all landlord-tenant problems, call the Tenant Protective Association for sex counseling. Call Planned Parenthood.
What? What? Where do I start? Where should I call?
Well, sorry, it's 5 o'clock. Why don't you give me a ring on Monday morning and I'll run through all the telephone numbers for you.
Senior soup shuttle from our kitchen to your door. May I help you?
I certainly hope so. My Social Security check is late. My landlord is going to evict me, and although I've had my fill of bureaucracy, my stomach is empty.
Do you have food stamps?
No,
Have you applied?
no,
Do you have any relative, anyone who can turn to until we have an opportunity to see if your address fits within one of our delivery areas?
no. And I'm not likely to have an address either unless something happens soon.
Oh dear, are you seriously threatening with eviction?
Most assuredly.
I'm sorry to hear that. You see, we can't commit to delivering food to your door unless you have a door. Why don't you get things settled with your landlord and give us a call back next week? Meanwhile, since you seem a bit downhearted, you might want to try a little spiritual sustenance. The number to dial a prayer is 1-425-64-6524.
You have reached Dial a Prayer. Dial 1 if you wish your prayer in Spanish.
Dial 2 if you wish a prayer for forgiveness.
Dial 3 if you wish a prayer for health.
Dial 4 if you wish a prayer for prosperity.
Dial 5 if you wish a prayer for academic success.
Dial 6 if you wish to address God directly.
6. Lord, oh Almighty, are you up there? This is Mabel Finney. Can you hear me, Lord? Help me this time, and I promise I'll never get into any kind of trouble again. That time in March '77 was an accident. I just didn't have my wits about me. I swear I'll reform, Lord. Can you hear me, Lord?
This is God or Goddess. I am sorry that I couldn't be here to take your call. At the sound of the tone, please leave your name, number, and religious persuasion, and I'll get back to you the first thing Monday morning. This is a recording. This is a recording This is a recording.
Now, everyone here must realize that this story was totally fictional and that our government would never have treated Mabel Finney so heartlessly. So, to give our tale a happy ending, we've prepared a song to illustrate what the workers might have wished they could have said.
If we knew you were hungry, we'd have baked a cake, broiled a steak, soothed your head. If we knew you were hungry, well, for heaven's sake, here's to you, Mrs. Finney, here's to you. If we knew you need money, we'd have sent your check. You're a wreck, what the heck? If we knew you need money, we'd have sent that check. Here's to you, Mrs. Finney, here's to you. Now we don't know where you've come from, and we don't know where you've been. But we really feel so troubled that your aggravation's doubled. It's led to our chagrin. So please take our apologies for stressing you. We're guessing you are tired too. So just sit back and listen as we're blessing you. Thanks a lot, Mrs. Finney, here's to you.
Thanks.
As we introduce our last production, which is called One Question by Trudy Stone, we take you now to Ruth's small apartment in a senior residence, somewhat like ours, where Saul, a gentleman rather like our gentleman, and Ruth, a woman similar to one of ours, are just finishing a dinner that Ruth has just served.
Terrific! Just terrific. That was delicious. The best stuffed cabbage I ever ate. I always loved stuffed cabbage. You're some cook, Ruth.
Who cooks? Chef Conrad does a better job than I do. How about some dessert?
No room. What time is it? Time for my eye drops.
That reminds me, I have to take my pill.
Time flies. I think I'll make it an early night. Will I see you at volleyball tomorrow morning?
You're leaving so early? We just finished dinner. We haven't even had time to talk.
We talked all day yesterday at bingo in the dining room.
We talk, but not to each other. The other women never leave you alone. I can't get a word in edgewise.
Can I help it if they are all crazy about me?
They're crazy without you, too. Today at the entertainment, when Jane asked you to dance, she did not let go of you even after the music stopped.
She was in the middle of a conversation, discussing something with me.
So, I'll put on some music and we can dance. I also want to discuss something with you.
Now I understand. It was nothing. You don't have to be jealous.
Me? Jealous? Jealous of Jane? Why should I be jealous of Jane? She's older than me. She's heavier than me. But I like her anyway.
Can't it wait until tomorrow? We'll be downstairs at breakfast. We can discuss it then.
What I have to say is private. Forget the discussion. Since you're in such a hurry, do you have time to answer one question?
I'm sorry, Ruth. I didn't mean to rush away. Sometimes my daughter calls me on my home phone in the apartment. She's always checking on me. I don't want her to be worried if she doesn't find me there.
She knows we sometimes go downstairs to the movies.
You're right. What did you want to ask me?
Will you marry me?
Huh? Will I marry you?
You didn't have time for a discussion, so I went right to the bottom line. Will you marry me?
What brought that on? Is something wrong?
If we were younger, maybe I could say I'm pregnant.
No.
Nothing is wrong, but you still didn't answer my question. Will you marry me?
I thought we had a perfect relationship. Why does it have to change?
Because the rest of the residents in the building know we're a pair. It's been almost 3 years. It doesn't seem respectable. People talk.
Let them talk. We enjoy each other's company.
How could?
How could marriage certificate change anything between us?
I'd probably wind up doing your laundry.
I'm serious, Ruth. I'm not going to let public opinion dictate how I run my life.
So it doesn't matter what other people say, but it would make a great deal of difference to me if you made that kind of commitment.
You know I care about you.
You care for me, but you love my stuffed cabbage. Thanks a lot.
Please, Ruth. You know how I feel. But getting married would present a lot of problems. Don't you realize how inconvenient it would be?
How? Tell me how.
Each other's privacy. When I need to shave, you'll need to shower.
Did you forget I have 2 bathrooms?
Huh? That's assuming I move in with you. Can I give up my apartment?
Why not?
I just had a stereo system installed. You should hear the sound. I have 4 speakers, 1 in every corner of the room.
So you'll set it up here with my 2 speakers. We'll have 6. Then we can listen to music together.
But you already said the music is too loud for you.
It'll be all right. I'm losing my hearing anyway. Listen, Saul, I don't want you to feel I'm pressuring you. You know I love you. If I didn't feel you felt the same way about me, I wouldn't have brought the subject up.
It's hard to think of myself as marrying again. It's only 15 years since my wife died.
It's 10 years since my husband died. We don't have much time left.
Don't you think I haven't thought of asking you to marry me? But I get uncomfortable when I think of how my daughter would feel, having someone take the place of her mother. Gloria is very sensitive.
Gloria would be happy to know you've settled down. She wouldn't have to worry that you're alone. I know she calls here whenever you're not home. It was her idea that I asked you to marry me. She said you're shy.
She calls you? She discussed this with you?
Oh, she made me promise not to tell you. Don't tell her I told you. It's enough that she lives 3,000 miles away without upsetting her.
I promise. I won't say a word. What about your son? How would he feel about his mother remarrying? Did you discuss it with him?
He lives in Chicago, 1,000 miles away. What's to discuss?
But wouldn't he resent someone taking the place of his father?
Please, Saul. He's a father himself. You won't have to take him to the zoo or baseball games. You were right, Saul. It is late. Too late for a lot of things. Go home and listen to your 4 speakers.
Now you're angry.
Who's angry? Why should I be angry?
You go too fast for me. Give me a chance to think.
I'm not waiting another 3 years.
You go too fast for me. I've been thinking about the same thing, but then I begin to think about the red tape with Social Security checks, lawyers for prenuptial agreements, making out new wills. It made me nervous. But if you think we can work it out, let me ask you one question.
So ask.
What? Will you marry me? I almost forgot.
Well, I'll have to think about it.
How long will you need?
About 2 seconds.
Why so long?
I may be sorry, but the answer is yes. Now go home.
But now that we're promised to each other, why can't I stay overnight?
It's a matter of principle with me. Besides, your wife lives across the hall. Besides, you'll need a clean shirt for tomorrow. You have a doctor's appointment and you have to shave.
That's right. Do you think we have to go for blood tests in order to get married?
I didn't think about that. Ask the doctor.
Right. I guess we'll have to go to City Hall for a license.
City Hall? That's all the way downtown. That's a big trip.
Where should we have the ceremony? City Hall? Here at Quail Park? Home? Or should we hire a hall?
I didn't think about that.
Should we invite some of our friends? and their children.
Now you're going too fast for me. I didn't think about that either.
So what did you think about?
I thought it would be nice if you asked, so you asked. Now I have to think about it.
Whatever you say is fine with me. I love you, Ruth. And stuffed cabbage, too.